Hello everyone and welcome to my new Midnight Suns stats collection run. This is going to be a lot like a completionist run, and my vision is to have these videos seem a little bit like my personal YouTube hero Peak Completes videos. If you want to check out some Peak Complete videos, I recommend going and checking out his Baldur's Gate run. It's really incredible so far. But my vision for these videos is a little different from what he does, but it's really just, here's my gameplay and some editing on top of that. I personally want my gameplay to be about the statistics and finding out which hero is the best, what card is the best, using a statistical method that I developed myself. And so I'm going to record the gaming and then edit it down to just the moments that have statistical relevance, share those with you, have a little bit of commentary on top of that, and then have a statistical analysis at the end of the video. So it should be kind of a short video, but what you won't be able to see is the story of Midnight Suns by watching these videos. So if you're looking for a way to watch and understand what happens in Midnight Suns as a story, I'm not going to be including that here. What I'm going to include is all the fights, all the card plays, all the Abby stuff, all the friendships, all that stuff over the course of the entire gameplay, and then statistics and analysis to back them up.
So, that's a good thing, right?
Okay, here we are at the beginning of the first mission of Midnight Suns. This is like basically my favorite game. I love this opening. This mission is called Sanctum Symbiotum, and it's where Hunter gets their first chance to see New York. I love all these little New York jokes. We eventually get to fight Venom in this fight, so it's pretty exciting. I love this guy taking a photo of Blade. Nope. Out.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
Not for long. Oh, that's what I said.
I suggest we hurry.
Arm Alpha in position.
Not your average Hydra goon. This is our first little mini boss guy.
No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
It's been waiting for you. So we're going to go pretty quickly through all this. And you're not going to see any of the thinking. We're just going to go straight through. I really appreciate quick cards. I love the card play refund, so I'll often be drawing to try to bring more quick cards into the hand. Here's a Make Some Bleed, where I try to bring another quick card into our hand. Don't get lucky, get a strike, so we're going to hold on to that.
Just what this battle requires.
Okay, now that's going to come back as a really successful move, because that stun makes it so that the officer doesn't get a turn this move. So we essentially get no real villain moves on this turn, because we then take the Hydra officer, hit him with the newspaper box, and then we'll have a quick vault by our boy Blade here. Take him out, use the environment to our advantage. So now all we have left is like one commando, maybe two, and their damage is pretty insignificant. Yeah, a couple of commandos get a couple of hits in, not a big deal.
You will have to do better than that.
Oh, one of those was an elite, so that was an 11 damage. Okay, so we take the commandos out, get a quick
They cannot possibly
card
match
play
your
refund,
strength.
and then we use Chain with the help of the Blessing of Vishanti to get a double hit on this guy, enough to knock him out.
That's the spirit.
And then the axe will be able to be used on the officer here in a minute. First, we're going to do a draw to see if we can get another quick card. And we did this time, so that draw was really successful.
Watch close.
Now, I think that's kind of a mixed bag success, because we used a card play in order to gain a quick, to be able to get a card play, but I think it still worked out in the end. Then axe. Look at this. Whoa! Bam! So, oh, and then just flicks it off into the distance.
With a name like Strange, it's got to be
We did come all the
Alright,
way
they
to
get
the
one little hit in. Hunter's taken 17 damage at this point. We get an extra card play from the Blessing of Ashanti.
concentrate and
So Dr. Strange taking a boop in the background or something. We use the heal to get ourselves healed up because the health rolls over to the next fight. And then Stake takes out this one guy. That's a little bit of overkill. We didn't get a overkill stat on that, which is pretty bad. Okay, jump straight into the next fight. Like I said, we're not going to show all the cutscenes. Maybe I'll try to show a few more of them in the next fight. There we go. You are Venom. We are Lunch. This guy goes flying off into the distance. Whoa! Kind of doubled up on him. Whip does a really good job here. We'll see. I think it just hopefully discards only one of the strikes. Yes, it does. So the stun wasn't that successful because Venom gets 2 turns on his turn. So, but we used the strike to get rid of that guy. Not that bad of a move.
not great, but
I kind of agree with that. Okay, Agamotto's Gaze here, not a great play. The reason is card play, and we draw the 2 cards. But on the next turn, we would have ended up drawing these 2 cards anyway. So I don't think that was that smart of a move because it didn't give us the chance to play the quick card before the next turn. Also, we wouldn't have been able to use it. Right there, we see Venom's best move of the game. You'll see that Venom has very little to do after this. Very smart play by Venom to stun Hunter, but it's simply not going to be enough. We're way overpowered compared to Venom in this first round. A nice quick action here by Doctor Strange to get the KO and kill off one of the commandos. Got to level up. So level ups are worth a little bit of points in my point system. Don't forget that we have the 4 card plays here. Now, okay, there we go. We saw the Make Some Bleed happen. That allowed us to upgrade Blade's cards. Now, that wasn't relevant for that quick play, but here we'll see Blade use Stake on Venom, and this card play is going to be my MVP of the match. I think this was the most successful move because we got some healing, we applied bleed, and the full amount of damage to Blade. We don't even actually get affected by the symbiote skin because we use an environmental attack next. It's a very successful attack with the bleed because the bleed will come in when Venom gets his turn. Overall, a really successful move by Blade on that Stake. And then because we did the environmental attack, then we can do the chain attack for full damage. And we don't get affected by the symbiote skin and a level up, so that's an additional benefit to that move. And then on the next attack, we get our axe back. Let's go. Massive damage from Doctor Strange. Adding the weak to Venom is also really good. He's going to get a turn this time. So first thing Venom does is bind Hunter. And then tries to attack Doctor Strange. The throw is not worth as much damage because of the weak. So overall, really good move by Doctor Strange in the last turn. So the axe, I think, is a really cool card. Now, I don't remember whether you have to take out the commandos before you take out Doctor Strange, but whenever I have a quick, I tend to use it. So we're going to use the winds to blast this guy off into the wall.
I think you got him.
And then we will Eye of Agamotto again to try to draw a couple more cards, see if we can get another quick. But we didn't need to because we have this chain slash that knocked the bind off of Hunter and then gives Venom a little bit of damage. But knocking the bind off of Hunter allowed us to have enough free space to do this ranged attack against Venom. Blast him into the barrel. He KOs, so does the commando, everybody's done, objective complete, victory in 2 turns, 3 stars. Awesome move on our first mission. And so with that, we complete our watch of the first mission, and now I've got a short presentation for you of the analysis of this mission. First, I'd like to mention our MVP card. I'm going to go with the Axe of Angaramus. Angaramus. In this case, we got to play this card twice. Both times we played it, it was enhanced. We nearly got completely the maximum amount of damage out of it. We got the maximum damage on Venom at least, so that was really impressive. Really great card use. Really flexes how powerful Doctor Strange can be. This card can get really incredible if you use it at the right time and the right matchup. However, my next card is the least valuable card. This round, it was Agamotto's Gaze. The first time we used it, it had an okay result because it got us a quick card. The second time we used it, it was a complete fail. I'm going to blame myself for that. I think the card does an okay job. It does, in the second turn that we used it, it did manage to give us 4 card plays, which let us use the Axe in that card round, which made we had a lot of damage on Venom in one round. So I will say that was a beneficial aspect of it, but overall, it had the least benefit to us. We had a little bit of a misplay in it, and so I'm going to give this card the least valuable card award. Next is our baddest baddie. That was an easy one this time, but ultimately he wasn't much trouble. We really only got the one forceful knockback on Hunter. It was the right move by the AI on that move. And for our most valuable Midnight Sun, we're going to go with Blade. I used him 11 times in this mission for a total of 83 damage. He had 7 KOs. The average action score for Blade was 15.3, which is actually a little bit lower than what we saw for Doctor Strange. But with so much usages, I thought that was a pretty good action score. And he did manage to level up twice, so he's now level 3. So overall, really successful mission for Blade. And so when we rank the Midnight Suns, we have Blade at number 1, MVP for this round. He had lots of KOs. He had a really cool combo with Make 'em Bleed and then following it up with Stake. And frankly, Blade just looks cool. I think he was really awesome out there. Hunter did an okay job, some good, some bad. The double KO with the whip was really great at the end of the match. Had 2 stuns, one of them really critical. I would say Doctor Strange was kind of hot and cold. Some of his card plays weren't really that useful, but man, that axe is really cool, really powerful attack. I wasn't that impressed with his support, though, overall as a character. And last but not least, we'll go to our top 5 cards of the round. In the future, we'll have some rankings of heroes and cards that cross across multiple missions, but we're going to start with this first mission, just ranking out the top 5 cards. At number 1 was the Axe, as we mentioned before. Number 2, I'll give it to Stake. I thought I used it really extremely well against Venom, and the second time I thought it was just really funny to knock out that commando with a 3 heroism attack. Number 3, we'll give to Whip. The stun was really successful against the officer, and then the 2 KO attack. Actually, honestly, that might be worth putting at number 2. But so number 2 and 3 here are really close in my opinion. I want to give a quick shout out to Quick Strike, which gave 4 KOs in this matchup, which I thought was really great. So it didn't use a single card play, which is really awesome. And then lastly, we had a really successful slash in the first fight against the officer to stun. I thought that was really successful as well. So overall, we had a really good play by the team. And we'll see you at the next mission.